मैं बहुत बधाई देता हूँ जिन लोगों ने भी यह कल्पना सोची कि एक चाणक्य सेंटर फॉर स्ट्रेटेजिक स्टडीज का निर्माण करना चाहिए और उसके बाद उसका एक रेगुलर जर्नल भी प्रकाशित होना चाहिए। मैं मानता हूं कि ये पहला ही स्ट्रेटेजिक स्टडीज का जो सेंटर बनना है, और मैं बधाई देता हूं न केवल शेखर दत्त को, लेकिन उनके साथ साथ जितने प्रमुख लोग जो किसी न किसी समय देश की सुरक्षा के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं, किसी न किसी रूप में जुड़े हुए रहे हैं, वे सब आज एकत्र होकर के और इस जर्नल के पहले इशू के रिलीज के लिए मुझे आपने बुलाया है। क्योंकि मैं पत्रकार रहा हूं, मंत्रिमंडल में होने के कारण देश की सुरक्षा के साथ भी संबंधित रहा हूं, और आज उसकी इस पहली रिलीज के फंक्शन में मुझे बुला करके आपने एक प्रकार से मेरा सम्मान किया है और मुझे उन सब लोगों से भी मिलने का अवसर दिया है जिन्होंने इस पहले इशू में कंट्रीब्यूट किया है। मैं बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूँ आप सभी को, और विशेषकर शेखर दत्त को और उनके साथ साथ जिन लोगों ने ये स्ट्रेटेजिक स्टडीज़ के लिए ये चाणक्य सेंटर तैयार किया और उसके लिए पहली जर्नल का पहला इशू तैयार किया। It's a great pleasure for me to be present at the release of this first issue of the Chanakya Journal. और पहले ही बधाई किसी ने दी कि ये चाणक्य का चित्र भी बहुत अच्छा बनाया है, और चाणक्य के फर्स्ट इशू में जिन्होंने कंट्रीब्यूट किया है उनको भी मैं बधाई देना चाहूँगा। और I thank the organizers for inviting me to this function. This is a precious moment for me, as I note with great satisfaction that the main inspiration for this effort came from the group of ministers' recommendations which submitted its report in 2001 and was accepted by the cabinet. The GOM was constituted after the Kargil conflict to review the national security system in its entirety, and in particular to consider the recommendations of the Kargil Review Committee. This was considered necessary in view of the recommendations of the Kargil Review Committee that the proposed review should not be undertaken by an overburdened bureaucracy, but by an independent body of credible experts. The mandate of the GOM was substantially wider than the Kargil Review Committee. The GOM was, inter alia, required to review the national security system in its entirety and to formulate specific proposals for implementation. The GOM, I noted, had made about 350 recommendations for improving the preparedness to face challenges which are growing rapidly. Some of them were significant, like a new intelligence wing for all the armed forces called Defense Intelligence Agency, a technical intelligence support agency called National Technical Research Organization, a new platform for intelligence sharing and coordination called Main Agency Center. At the center, there is also subsidiary multi-agency centers in each state. It also recommended improving the disaster relief management system at the borders. One border, one force principle was recommended for better accountability, and each force was asked to have an intelligence wing of its own for operations. For defense management, we recommended a number of measures in view of our dynamic and rapidly changing security environment. It was recommended that the Ministry of Defense, MOD, needed to be suitably restructured and strengthened. The GOM had also recommended closer integration of armed forces in the Defense Ministry. It was suggested that the service headquarters should be designated as integrated headquarters of the MOD. The creation of Chief of Defense was also suggested to ensure the required jointness in the armed forces, to balance efficiency and effectiveness at our planning process through intra and inter-service prioritization, to provide single point military advice to the government. This recommendation has so far remained unimplemented. I am particularly happy to see that Shekhar Dutt has written a book that focuses on several topical issues. Sri Dutt has had long experience in defense matters. He himself has served in the armed forces as Defense Secretary, as also the National Security Advisor. In the end, I would like to say that while this is an occasion for me to learn a lot, which I had not been directly dealing with when I was in government. But today, meeting all of you, I feel that our India, which has had several challenges in the past, insofar as defense matters are concerned, we should understand that the battlefield in the future will be vastly different from that of the past. After all, it would be in a way non-linear in nature, with real-time surveillance, integrated command, control, communications, computer intelligence and information assets, target acquisition and highly lethal precision weapon systems. The future battlefield in our context is likely to be more digitized and transparent and would experience an exponential increase in the deployment of electronic devices, signaling the growing primacy of the electromagnetic spectrum. The future conflicts would be dominated by a wide variety of platforms and delivery systems with increased ranges and accuracy, as well as terminally guided and precision guided munitions. Our current security scenario does not provide us any comfort. India faces multiple and complex threats and challenges in its security from the land, sea and air. After all, since independence, 5 wars have been imposed on us, 4 with Pakistan and 1 with China. Many of the insurgencies faced by India have been fueled or drawn sustenance from abroad. The emergence and non-state terrorist actors like ISIS and the rise of the international influence is worrisome. Much of this activity is clandestine and outside the adopted international norms. It is these things that make the book produced by Shekhar Dutt very crucial, very important, particularly because the contribution made to the first issue of this journal and this book, as he calls it, is by experts in all these fields which I have mentioned are likely to bother us in the future. The kind of confrontations, the kind of challenges that we are likely to confront also give some opportunities which these experts can tell us how we can avail of for the security of the country. The GO had made, as I said, 350 recommendations. It's a huge number, and it is a Chanakya studies that are going to help us in the future, and I compliment Shekhar Dutt and all the distinguished experts in this field present in this meeting for having given me this opportunity of formally launching this first issue and Shekhar Dutt's book. Thank you very much.